welcome to Cricket World TV, ICC World 2020, 2010. John, it's a colourful start over here.
Well, a very colourful start indeed, Jim. Two very colourful games today as well.
Yes, we've had the opener, Sri Lanka playing New Zealand, followed by the West Indies, the home side, the host team, playing Ireland, and a lot to be looked forward to in both these matches. One was a real tight affair, one was a bit of a damp squib, but let's hear a bit more about the first game, Sri Lanka and New Zealand.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Jim. The games couldn't be much more different, to be honest. Sri Lanka and New Zealand was an absolutely fantastic game. Sri Lanka making 135 for 6 batting first. A wonderful innings from Mahela Jayawardene. He scored 81, but it wasn't quite enough because New Zealand got home despite needing 20 to win from the final 2 overs. Yes,
135 for 6, as you said, wasn't really... well, as it turned out, not enough, and a really good run chase from New Zealand.
It was started by Jesse Ryder. He made 42. They almost lost their way in the middle order, but they were rescued at the end, first by Jacob Oram. He made 15 in just 6 deliveries, and then Nathan McCullum, the hero. So often when we talk about McCullum, it's his brother Brendan. This time, Nathan McCullum, quite rightly dominating the headlines. He hit a 6 to win the game from the penultimate game off of Lassit Malinga, and that is not easy to do. So well played New Zealand, they're off the mark. Sri Lanka now under pressure to win against Zimbabwe.
It's almost a bit like seeing, I say, the old New Zealand recent form where Jesse Ryder's been playing. He sort of brings something to the team, doesn't he, which just says we can beat you. And of course, Dan Vittori again, you know, brilliant captaincy.
Quite right.
Okay, well that's well done New Zealand. They're off to a flyer there, Sri Lanka with a lot to do. So on to the West Indies, the home team. Lots of hopes and expectations here. They were taking on Ireland, and well, a massive win.
It was 70 runs. I think we were all expecting quite a lot from this game, really hoping that Ireland could at least make a bit of a game for it. Unfortunately, they were unable to do so. The West Indies made 138 for 9, again a score of 130 in Guyana, proving to be there or thereabouts. All-round performance from Darren Sammy was absolutely outstanding. He scored 30 in 17 balls. George Dockrell, 17-year-old left-arm spinner, took 3 for 17 as Ireland really took control of the game. They had the West Indies at 93 for 6 at one point, but the West Indies hit back. Sammy made 30 in 17 balls, and 138 for 9 really did prove to be more than enough. Very disappointingly for Ireland, they were bowled average of 68. Only one player can make double figures, and extras top scored with 19.
Yes, it was a shame, wasn't it? And I think it just felt during the course of the game there, as Sammy got to pushed his 30 in, you could see the momentum swinging from in trouble at 6 down, 9 short for 6, and then to get the early wickets. It really was a tough ask for Ireland.
It was, and once they were reduced to 13 for 3 and then 16 for 4, it really was pretty much game over. Word on the bowling, Sammy took 3 for 8. He also took 4 catches, probably the easiest education for man of the match you'd ever wish to see. And Ravi Rampal bowled pretty well the new ball. He took 3 for 17, so that just about rounds up the opening day's action.
Well, unlike the IPL, which went on for a very long time, it's a short, sharp tournament. You only get a couple of chances in your group stages to get those wins under your belt. And as you say, that's day 1 out of the way. So we're off. Now then, day 2, a couple of interesting games coming up here.
Brilliant. 4 Asian teams in action tomorrow. We've got India against Afghanistan. Afghanistan first-time qualifiers. A wonderful story for them. Coming up through the ranks, World Cricket League 5-4-3 in the World Cup qualifier. Didn't quite make it to the 2011 World Cup, but they're here in the Caribbean. India, reigning champions when this tournament was played last year, of course, they're disappointed massively. They're going to be hoping their IPL players can find some form. Really can't wait for that one. And then we've got Bangladesh against Pakistan. Bangladesh enigmatic, Pakistan enigmatic, so really anything could happen. Absolutely right, and I think it's brilliant to see these teams in this tournament, because the nice thing about 2020, it brings teams together and you never quite know what's going to happen. And as you say, 2 enigmatic teams, so we don't know what's going to happen, and I'm sure everyone will be watching intently. Thanks, John, again for your insights, and we look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for the next episode of the ICC World 2020 2010. It's goodbye from now from Cricket World.